Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to another episode of Top Tier Talk. This week, we're going to try and not mention referees too much, but we're going to start with the half-12 kickoff on Saturday with Chavez, Fulham 0, Manchester United 1. We'll completely ignore the EFL Cup game because, the less said, the better.
No, I want that as well.
No, I think it's in your best interest to hear me cry about it. To be fair, there's nothing to cry about. We didn't have anything against us. We just lost, and we got completely played out the park. I said Newcastle are better than us. Having seen that game, they're clear in every aspect of the game. And yeah, we got destroyed. It's also funny because it's like there would have been a time where losing 3-0 at home to Newcastle would be like, oh my God, Man United lost 3-0 at home. Now it's Wednesday. What day was it? Tuesday, that game. It was Wednesday. Yeah, it's just another day.
Congratulations to Ten Hag on reaching 50. Is it 50 wins?
Yeah, I'll carry on. If you have nothing to, I thought Amir would have something to say about.
Wait, no, I've got something. I saw something on Twitter where it says apparently Ten Hag is it's up in the air at the moment. Apparently,
that's what I heard. That's a good point actually. De Zerbi or Graham Potter with Sir Jim Radcliffe coming in. Which one of the two would you take?
If we got De Zerbi, I can tell you now in 2025, people will be saying, why did he bring in Cecil in? Why is Lewis Dunk at Man United? Like this will happen. All of these complaints, the job is too big for anyone, and Robert De Zerbi is not doing anything different. As I said in my player ratings, Ten Hag, after we beat Fulham, I'll go on to that. Ten Hag does have the highest win percentage in Man United history when it comes to any permanent manager. I think it'd be very strange for us to sack a manager at that stage. I think he'd have to lose quite a few as well before he would even drop down below Sir Alex. So, I think sacking him would be so weird considering Arteta was in a much worse position. Eddie can remember that. Arteta's position was so bad at one point, and they stuck through it. So that's exactly what we need to do. I heard a good point from someone about this whole Ten Hag situation is, if we've invested in a manager, can we not have one game where Ten Hag is a full 11 that is completely bought by him? And if he loses that, then you really have to start questioning where there's 11 players who he's bought, they're 10 hard players to Man United, and we're losing. That's not happened yet, and it's not going to happen. It takes a bit of time. I'm not sure if Arteta still has any players left from the previous bunch, but I would like that time given to a manager. And let's say, you know what, if Ten Hag gets sacked tomorrow, I don't care who we bring in. Like, name me the worst manager in the world. Let him stay for however many years it takes to get a full 11 that he wanted, and then judge him. In my opinion.
Question for you, Chavez. With obviously how the season started, you are still getting wins with Fulham as well, which you're going to lead on to. Where do you think is a realistic place Manchester United will finish this season if it carries on with the trajectory that it is?
We dream of fifth.
Dream,
yeah.
Wow. And would you sack Ten Hag with a fifth place finish, considering you finished top?
My criteria has changed on that. Now I just want a full 11 of 10 Hag players, and then this massive investment they made in getting this really good manager, then it's not worked. If at that point he can't make it work. He can though. It's very obvious.
Say you're I'm really like putting you on the spot. What is a full dream Man United 11 at the moment with all the injuries and stuff? What would you best formation, and how would you set up?
Well, we've got our goalkeeper. We're not going to complain about that. I would like him to sign a right back that is of his choosing. I know Wan-Bissaka does well. He's a good squad player in my opinion. But Delo's not his right back. He didn't sign him. Delo's been his since forever. We got Lisandro Martinez. I'm very happy with that position. I thought that position was still for the next 10 years. Right centre-back, Brand's going to retire soon, it seems, the way he plays, the way he's always injured. We always needed someone someone as a replacement. We didn't get Kim Min-jae. Now we were left with Johnny Evans. That's disgusting, that decision in itself. And by the way, Evans has done nothing wrong. He's actually doing his best, but that's not a player Man United. This sentimental thing we did was poor. Left back, we have Luke Shaw. Again, Luke Shaw's been here for a very long time, and he's not really achieved much. He's always injured, not a Ten Hag player. DM, we have to sign a DM. Casemiro's older. He's going to go away. Amrabat is not a good footballer. He's made off of one clip against Mbappe in which he outran him. And by the way, that was a foul in that video as well. The midfield, we've got Bruno, to be fair, obviously he's a very good player. Some players you do have to hold on to. Rashford, I don't know why I'm naming my 11 to you,
Rashford,
but the big centre midfield, the number 8, let him get his ball progressing midfielder from the first phase.
That you manifested.
Yeah, literally, and we have one sitting. I don't want to be that fan who creates a player that's not playing as a savior. But Kobe Manu is coming soon, and hopefully
I
we're
agree.
all
Not too
praying.
much pressure.
He's a great player. Nah, he's a great
Yeah,
player.
and by the way, I'm adding to the problem by even mentioning his name because technically no one expects anything from him. He's only a kid. He's got to develop. But yeah, he's a brilliant player. Right wing is Ten Hag's first mistake. Anthony, I don't care if we paid 5 million for Anthony. I don't get what is going on there. Anthony, we're going to talk more about him because you're going to bring something up in which I think he's genuinely the worst footballer I struggle to find a winger worse than Anthony in the Premier League. And it's like I look back at Gabriel Obertan and he gets clowned, Gabriel Obertan. Like he gets clowned, but he did do bits for us at times. Anthony has done nothing. He's so bad. And we got a striker. So right wing and yeah, but again we've got Ahmad coming through. I don't think we've ever had an 11 in here where it's 10 Hag players though.
No, I agree with you. Obviously, it's very rare for maybe apart from Chelsea, probably to have a full new 11 in like 2 seasons of the club now.
Yeah,
so,
that's why I give him all the time. Arteta, I'm sure, has pretty much a full 11, except some academy players, and academy players are fine. He wants,
Saka.
yeah, like Saka, instead of Saka. Yeah, I want that, genuinely.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. As we talked about Anthony, as you said, and I probably agree with you, I can't think of many wingers worse in terms of value, what he adds to the team than him. I mean, you're better off still having Elanga, for God's sake. So I want us to very quickly try Fares to do the top 5 worst transfers in Premier League history. I can definitely add one to that. Lukaku to Chelsea for about 100 odd million. So that's
Can we all agree that Anthony is the worst? And I'm the Man United fan here. I actually
Anthony
don't.
Shocking. Yeah, I
The money as well.
If I clown him, I did see a few glimpses last season of him actually being all right. I know it's like crazy for me to be given. On the Pro United side.
He's not pacey enough. He's he's one-footed. He doesn't have a right foot. He's short. He's not strong. He has a temper. He has a temper. He's got anger issues, which translate to off the field as well. Apparently, he's just not like I don't see anything.
Like when you see him when he came in, he scored on his debut. Who was it against? Was it City or United? Arsenal, sorry. And like I don't know. He was. I mean, is it the league? Do you think coming from the Eredivisie makes a player look much better than they are? I mean, we had Ziyech who flopped in the Premier League, and he was like.
I think it's the physicality.
Yeah, I agree. Because Fabio Vieira was a baller in the Liga NOS, but no, he's not.
He's doing all right this season.
He's just not. No. Chavez physicality. That's what I'm basing it on. Physicality. He's adjusting. Trying to, but yeah.
So we've got Lukaku.
I've got a name. I know it's not a draft, but potentially some controversy. Pogba, maybe Chavez. Would you agree for the price tag and the fact you let him go? And no,
because Pogba won the Europa League. He won the FA Cup. He won the League Cup. Well, he didn't win the FA Cup. He won the League Cup though. He won. He won something at least. And there were periods, Dan, where he was literally the best midfielder in the world, especially that Oli interim period. For me, it's not again. He's not a good like. He could even be considered a flop, but he's nowhere near like Maguire.
No, I don't think the bill without the injuries and all the Mourinho stuff was very good for United.
Yeah,
can I say Aubameyang to Chelsea?
Yeah,
I mean, that's 20 million if you want to go there. Yeah,
Andy Carroll to Liverpool, just a random one.
Who?
Andy Carroll when he went to Liverpool.
I think we got to look at the ones with the highest value. I think Anthony and Lukaku to Chelsea 100% are on there, 100 million. And
yeah,
Maguire as well.
Sancho, I'd say Sancho.
Sancho, yeah.
Maguire and Pepe's got to be there as well. I think
it's just the top 5 worst Man United signings.
Yeah, literally.
You could even have Lukaku to Man United if you really want to.
Yeah, you could.
Lukaku did a job there. He wasn't too bad on the right wing when Solskjaer put him there.
It's okay, but again, I think nothing gets worse than Anthony. There's a few Chelsea players on fraud.
Modric?
100%.
Lavia?
Modric come here?
Touch the ball yet.
Caicedo?
Caicedo's been all right. He's been okay.
No, but like in 5 years, I mean.
Fire's been a baller.
Fire's has not been a baller. You're laughing.
Fire's is a baller.
When you're laughing.
Fire's is a baller.
But let's carry on with United, though. The Fulham game. You did win that, and moment of brilliance from Bruno.
It's pretty much as you explained it in your player ratings, wasn't it? I think it's the only reason he got that high rating was because he scored that last-minute goal. But other than that, I think the team was pretty average against Fulham. Yeah.
No, we were quite shit. I mean, Anthony again got a 1 out of 10. Eriksen, I've seen so many things about Eriksen. He really does play like someone who had a heart attack. Bless him. He's just not there off the ball. It's quite bad. But yeah, like I don't get why. I don't want to laugh. I don't get why we took Eriksen. Why in a team which I don't know. I personally don't get it. He's a good squad player, but he really shouldn't start.
He's a system.
Yeah. Yeah, I just any moment I'm worried watching Eriksen play sometimes.
Sharp blood, man.
I don't know if no, Ericsson at Spurs was a class, but and even at Brentford, he was
sick for Brentford. He ran
and it doesn't matter at the level. It was
like no, he does have good. He, off the bench, Dan, he's very good. I just don't know why he starts games because he's not physicality.
Because you've got no one else. You've got no other. You got McTominay, who's your top scorer.
We had Amrabat on the bench. I don't get why Amrabat was signed if
Where does Pellistri play?
You want it? He's a winger, isn't he?
Right wing. Yeah.
Put him in instead of Anthony.
You said Amrabat was your marquee signing. You said countless times over the summer.
Marquee? We signed Højlund.
Marquee, but he said like Amrabat.
No,
he did know he said he's
like
the leg
your
to
Casemiro. Key, yeah.
You did say
it was
that.
like the key to
your magic number 4.
Yeah, it's done. No, he's not good. Well, unless it's just a bad system. Because again, he looked good in his first game, but that's every United player. Comes in one game, they look amazing, and because they're in that toxicity, whatever's going on back there, I think it's just uncertainty. I would actually hate to be in that work environment. These guys don't know because basically, I don't know if you guys know, but Sir Jim Ratcliffe is going to get announced at the end of I think this month, and a lot of these staff members, employees, John Murtaugh, Richard Arnold, they don't know if they're going to be at the club once Sir Jim Ratcliffe comes in. There's no reassurance. Because obviously it's a new owner. They don't know what's going to happen. There's quotes that come out saying X, Y, Z is going to get axed. And I think it's just a really shit work environment right now. This dragging whole thing being dragged on is shit. So I hope that gets concluded very soon.
No, I see that. Is that all for United?
I think that was it. Congratulations, as I said earlier, to Ten Hag for getting his 50 wins.
Big game against Copenhagen. I think if we lose that, then one step closer to him being sacked. And I know people say it doesn't look like at all. But the moment, like, there's a flip, and that flip will happen if he loses to Copenhagen, and then if we lose to Luton at Old Trafford. I think that's a pathway right to the sack, unfortunately. Yeah.
If you lose
Luton winning at Old Trafford is after getting knocked out of the Champions League by Copenhagen, that's
a double whammy. Yeah.
That's I won't be happy if your team loses to them. No other major results, and City beating Bournemouth 6-1. Doku at the end of his life.
I've told you guys about Doku. That guy is crazy.
Someone triple captained him. I couldn't believe my eyes. Who's done that?
I'm paying him. I'm paying my team next.
Everyone, look at his on FPL. Look at his transfers in this game week. It's going to be something stupid like 2 million or something.
By the way, did you guys see Kudus' goal?
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
He starts for Arsenal. He starts for Man United.
Starts for Chelsea.
No, he does start. He starts in the Havertz position.
100%.
What, the bench?
This guy's so in denial.
Right, moving on to Arsenal, Elliot. Newcastle 1, Arsenal 0. Kai Havertz, as we're talking about him, I was going to say...
No.
West Ham.
Is this another one where Arsenal fans are going to slander a competition and then say they're going to focus for the league, and then when it comes down...
let's hear this.
No. Well done to West Ham. They beat us fair and square. Nothing more to say. We're out of the Carabao Cup now. We can't really say it. We can't...
Respectful Arsenal fan.
No, who was at fault? Like, what went wrong?
Personally, I actually didn't watch that game. I was out. I couldn't watch that game. But just watching the result, most of the time we were just watching it. Ramsdale went goal. Apparently Ramsdale had a mistake. I think we played majority of our sub bench basically on the team. I think we played I think we played Reece Nelson on the right, I think, as well. We had a lot of our key players kind of had a good rest, which was kind of needed, and it was kind of a way to see if our B team was ready to kind of compete in this Carabao Cup, and unfortunately we weren't. Credit due to West Ham. They beat us where they needed to, and they're on to the next round. Fair play to them, but they've got a tricky one now, haven't they? Who have they got next? Liverpool. There you go. So, no, as I say, that's fair and square. Is what it is. Like Carabao Cup, and no, obviously people say energy drink cup, whatever. But cup's a cup. Obviously, Man United last year, they won it. They were squirming all over, saying, "We won a cup. Look at us. We came sixth. We had a bit." Do you know what I mean?
So I respect you for that because I had Arsenal fans on my feed saying, and a lot of people predicting, we didn't want to be in the competition anyway. I didn't want this. As well. End of the day, we all.
I'd say you got to be gracious in defeat. It is what it is. I can't say anything about anything
United
else,
for it, but a trophy's a trophy. It's another trophy to the bank, as you said. But I watched the game personally. Kudos again, another banging goal. The own goal was obviously unlucky, and then
I saw that Ben White
one. The Ramsdale one was a bit of a mistake. I know it was a little deflection, but it went through his hands and into the goal. So I think he might have a keeper trouble unless Raya just calms himself down. You might need to get another keeper.
Well, you guys are in for Ramsdale, aren't you, Chelsea?
De Gea's still available, and there's free. Well,
Mate, I'll take De Gea. De Gea to Chelsea.
He ain't coming to the Championship.
buy
So
De Gea,
all of your
sure.
other free clubs.
No, you wouldn't take De Gea.
Free transfer.
I would 100% take De Gea. Why would I
At
not?
Chelsea,
100%.
what? De Gea would start over Sanchez. He fits your philosophy.
Easy.
No, but that means you'd have to give up a certain type of football to
Mate, I saw
accommodate for De
Sanchez
Gea.
make a save that he didn't mean to make the save, and everyone was gassing the save. He didn't mean to make it.
Right.
Elliot,
So let's go
as
to the
you said,
game,
gracious in defeat. Jorginho apparently wasn't, according to Newcastle captain.
No. This match,
so-
I'm not gracious in defeat with. Though.
Gracious in defeat, Elliot. Newcastle 1-0. Take it away.
This match, you are correct, Daniel. I'm not gracious in defeat. I am standing with my man Jorginho. He should never shake hands. That was a ridiculous game. I just want to say Newcastle can get fucked. I hate that team. They're the worst team in the Premier League to go against. I mean, credit to you. Like, their defense is unbelievable. They've got such a good team, but fuck them. I hate. But nevertheless, we go on to the game. So in the game, there was we'll start with straight away with that goal. 3 things, maybe 4 that you could have ruled out that said it shouldn't have gone in and counted as a goal. But it did. It went out. He got pushed in the back. It was offside. And then it came off Joe Linton's hand as well. 4 things that they go, do you know what? Now we'll skip that. Give him the goal. Why not? Because we're at St. James's Park and just might as well give it to him. And then all of a sudden, like, don't get me wrong, Havertz... I think Martin Keown kind of summed it up perfectly. It was kind of reckless but not dangerous. He's going for the ball. His intention's going for the ball. He's a bit high. It's reckless, but obviously, fortunately, he didn't clatter Longstaff, so obviously he didn't get like a broken leg or something. So it is a yellow card. It's an orange card if you could give an orange card, in my opinion. But what I want to say is, I've got no issue. If people want to go against like here and there and say, listen, like. Havertz is a red card. Fine. In another game, Havertz card is a red card. I can accept that because that was a dangerous challenge. However, if that is treated as a red card, then Bruno Guimaraes should never be on that pitch as well. If you're putting in elbows against Jorginho's head intentionally with no intent to play the ball, what's the need to put an elbow in there? And then, for example, booting the ball at Havertz and squaring up to Declan Rice, getting a Wansi, that man should be nowhere near the pitch. That if I was a referee, I'd be sending him off saying, "Calm the fuck down for next week, you rat." He was an awful, awful player to go against.
I mean, John Jones will be gassed about connecting that elbow. That was
exactly. I don't understand how VAR has gone to the monitor and gone, do you know what? But didn't someone say it's because it was his forearm instead of his elbow or something? So they said
defending Arsenal. I'm defending Arsenal. The ball was gone. They may play the pass as he went that.
Yeah, exactly. The ball's gone. We've
seen many across the years. We had it against you lot. Deeney got sent off for the exact same thing. It's a red card, whether it's forearm, elbow,
I don't know how they don't
shoulder.
Pull up, though. I don't know. What was the explanation? Did they even come out with an explanation or anything with that?
Of course they didn't. The thing is, though, it's getting to the point now where we're getting clowned for trying to appeal our kind of wrongdoing. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not good enough in my opinion. I think what's the point in kind of appealing to the people who are supposed to be like the almighty of how a game should be refereed if they can't even get it right?
It's Howard Webb, isn't it? Howard Webb was a plank in the World Cup.
We keep mentioning this all the week. We keep mentioning this every week. We keep saying like if, for example, if I'm bad at my job, I get sacked in a couple of weeks. If, like, for example, someone makes a mistake in their job, they get sacked in a couple of weeks. But for example, who's it? Anthony Taylor. He made like several mistakes in the Premier League, and he gets demoted to the Championship for 1 week.
Did you see that?
And then he gave a pen in the Champions.
Yeah, did you see that?
That guy's Anthony Taylor's probably like he's Chelsea fans' biggest enemy. He's probably most clubs' biggest enemy. But my guy goes to the Championship and makes a mistake.
That was never a penalty.
What is that about? Like.
But this is what I'm saying. So, like, just to finish off on my point for Newcastle, look, fair play, you won against us is what it is. But unfortunately, that was a weird game to kind of win against us. I think if you won it fair and square and scored a good goal against us, then fine. I would have been the same against West Ham. Being gracious in defeat, it is what it is. We lost 3 points, but that goal was such a question mark goal for me that there's so much went wrong that it shouldn't have counted. Everyone's against us. You know, Gary Neville despises Arsenal for some reason. So he was in the commentary box saying Arsenal this, Arsenal that, blah 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 blah. Shut up. Do you know what I mean?
But you also got to look at it and say maybe you guys didn't take the game by the scruff of the neck as well. I mean, of course, the challenge.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If Newcastle scored in a legitimate goal, I would have been gracious in defeat because we were like Trippier kept what's it called? Trippier kept Martinelli silent, and then when he got shifted to the left, he kept Saka silent. Saka was quiet all game. And Nketiah, I'm afraid he's not. I said this day in, day out. Yes, he got a hat trick last week, but he's not good enough to lead the line at the front. We need a solid centre forward to kind of be coming in that January, like a Tony that comes in, swap him off your hands, mate. But we need someone like that to come and play as a number 9 for us to kind of lead the charge. Because when we put in the balls, for example, if Martinelli runs down the wing, puts in the ball, who's there? Nketiah's nowhere near. You know, and to be honest, I'll put it out there. Havertz, I'd say, was third best player on that pitch for Arsenal. Declan Rice has been phenomenal ever since he signed for Arsenal, and he had a great game against Newcastle again. Gabriel had a stupendous game against Newcastle as well. It's a shame he got fouled for that goal, but it is what it is. But I'm saying Havertz, off the ball, he was fantastic. Obviously, you don't really watch off the ball because we're too busy trying to focus on where the ball goes and if it hopefully goes in the net. But
you're worrying your best players. You're one of your players, your marquee signings, good off the ball, not on the ball.
But that helps as well because then it stops obviously anything else going around it.
True.
I'm just saying. So yeah, but fair play to Newcastle.
I mean, it's a worrying signs a bit. I mean, you've got Champions League as well. I mean, we always said this last year, cluster of games. Could this be a bit of an issue in your league, like contention? Because you're obviously going for the league as well.
Yeah, of course. It's a weird one now because obviously next up we got PSV away, I believe. So that'll be a tough game. No, we got PSV away.
You're home.
Oh, did we smack them away at 4-0?
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Well, yeah, then that should be a game that we should be able to get 3 points from.
It's
then
a big game.
If we can smack them 4-0 at their place, then there's no reason why we can't do the same at our place. Do you know what I mean?
It's wide open. You know, it's wide open if you lose that. This is classic a Champions League inexperience right there. It's not given now. Anything can happen.
No. I'm not saying we are going to. But I'm saying you should. If you go to someone's ground and beats them 4-0, you should go. Do you know what? We're at our.
Oh, sorry. No, you're playing Sevilla. Did you say PSV?
Sevilla, because
you're Sevilla.
You're home, Sevilla.
Okay, yeah. Then
tough game.
Still a tough game. Yeah, I think we're pretty lucky to get 3 points against them away. But you know, we'll have to see. We'll see because most of the time, if it depends on whether or not our team turns up. Newcastle's half of us did, and yeah,
we'll have the game of the weekend coming up in about an hour and a half.
Yeah. Do you know what? I actually hope you win.
Everyone hopes you win, except like Brentford and them lot down there.
Yeah, actually, get your rivals.
First of all, big shout out to us. We beat Blackburn, very tough opposition. We're in the quarterfinals now on a trophy hunt. We will win the. What are you laughing at, mate? You said the best league in the world. We'd be one of the teams in it, but beat that game. Sterling goal, etc. Sanchez save, whatever. Given we should have expected to. We've got Newcastle next, tough game by the way. Big game tonight. The Poch Derby as we call it. Am I confident?
No.
I'm not.
I hope you are, and I hope your team pitches up, man, because we need someone to do a job against Tottenham.
We're good
Everyone
against
hates
Spurs. We always do a number on Spurs, but last season obviously was an anomaly. They did beat us.
Magic Masterclass, yeah?
Yeah, obviously, of course. It's coming. Jackson as well. I don't want Jackson to start, by the way. I think we play better without a striker.
Well, who plays?
I want us to do what we did against Arsenal with the Cole Palmer switching, being a floater and stuff. So hopefully we can do that until Nkunku's back. But yeah, no. What do you guys think of the game? I think it's up to you guys what you love. Do you think we're obviously not the favourites?
I think this is the start. You know what I feel about Tottenham?
Yeah, I hope you win.
I can't see Spurs doing anything but a win.
Thing is they're home. They're at home as well, so it's quite tough for you guys. But I reckon you can do it.
Whenever
Chelsea turn up, no matter home or away, I reckon you could win. So
it's a derby. Anything can happen. If we get him back, then
it sucks. Yeah.
Right.
I was going to say Mudryk goal. Mudryk brace 2-0.
What I'm saying is, there's going to be a Cole Palmer penalty in this game. I reckon he's going to score that.
Right, where's the penalty going, Amir? To end it on, where is the Cole Palmer penalty going?
Bottom left.
Bottom left. All right. In the stands.
That is
it for this episode. Come back next week to see how as Amir put it, the game of the weekend ends. Thank you very much for watching, and until next week, goodbye.